All right, today's lesson 18, writing, evaluating, and finding equivalent expressions with rational numbers. I have a few exercises we're going to look at. And as always, if you don't have room on this note sheet, for instance, if you don't have room to write what I write down here, then definitely use an extra piece of paper and we can staple things together. Exercise 1. John's father asked him to compare several different cell phone plans and identify which plan will be the least expensive for his family. So we're looking for least expensive. Each phone company charges a monthly fee, but this fee does not cover any services, phone lines, texting, or internet access. Using the information contained in the table below, answer the following questions. So we have a table of the cell phone plans. We have company A, B, and C. Go ahead and pause for a second and take a look at some of the different fees that each company charges, and then we'll move on to the exercise. Okay, so looking right here, all members of the family may not want identical plans. Therefore, we will let X represent the number of phone lines. So if you look up here, instead of writing price per phone line, we're just going to write X. We're going to let Y represent the price per line for unlimited texting. And we're going to let Z represent the price per line for internet access. So again, we're just going to use those variables so that we don't have to write out all those words all the time. So what they want us to do is write an expression for company A. So here's what that would look like. We know that company A has a $70 monthly fee. $70 right away. There's additional charges. The price per phone line is $20 per phone line. So we take that 20 and we multiply it by X. X stands for the number of phone lines. So if it was one phone line, it would be 20 times 1. If it was two phone lines, it would be 20 times 2, or $40. So that variable will be helpful to allow us to plug in any number of phone lines. Next thing we're looking at is our price per unlimited texting, which for this company A is $15 per line. So that's going to be plus 15y, 15 times y. And last, we need to add on internet access per line, which is also $15. So 15z. So there is our expression for company A. Let's write an expression for company B in a different color. So if we look at company B, their initial fee is $90 plus $15 per phone line, so 15x, plus $10 per texting line, so that would be 10y, and then $20 for internet access, so that would be 20z. Last but not least is going to be company C. I'm going to drop down a little bit so I have room to write. Company C has the most expensive monthly fee at $200 plus $10 per phone line. But the price per line unlimited texting is included, so there's no additional fee for that. And the internet access is also included. So for company C, our expression is just 200 plus 10x, or $200 plus $10 per phone line. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out these expressions. It says, using the expressions, find the cost to the family of each company's phone plan. If, we're looking at part A, 4 people want a phone line, 4 people want texting, and the family needs 2 internet lines. So let's check out company A. Here's how you do that. We write down our original expression. And again, this means $70 plus $20 per phone line, plus $15 for texting and $15 per internet line. So let's plug in the numbers. It's still $70 plus $20 per phone line. Now this family wants 4 phone lines. So instead of X, we plug in 4. For unlimited texting, they also want it for 4 people. So instead of Y, we plug in 4. And the family needs 2 internet lines. So that's going to be 15 times 2 instead of 15 times Z. So here we had what's called an algebraic expression. It's an expression with variables in it. And once we plug in numbers, we have what's called a numeric expression. And that's an expression that just has numbers and it's solvable. So now we use order of operations to solve out and get the cost for this phone plan. So parentheses first. There's no work to be done inside the parentheses. There are parentheses here, but they are just separators. There are no exponents, so we're going to go through and multiply. 70 can just be brought down. 20 times 4 is 80. 15 times 4 is 60. And 15 times 2 is 30. There is no more multiplication. No division. So now we're just adding. 70 and 80 is 150. Plus 60 and 30 is 90. And then if we add 150 and 90, we get $240 is the cost for cell phone company A if they go with them. Let's go ahead and try B. So we'll write down our original expression for company B. That was $90 to start, plus 15 per phone line, plus 10 for texting, and 20 for internet. Now this family wants the same thing with company B. They want 4 phone lines, 4 texting lines, and 2 internet lines. So we'll change our algebraic expression to a numeric expression. $15 times 4 phone lines, plus $10 times 4 texting lines, and $20 times 2 internet lines. Let's go ahead and solve this numeric expression following order of operations. So 15 times 4 is 60. 10 times 4 is 40. 20 times 2 is also 40. Now we have just addition. 90 and 60 is 150. 40 and 40 is 80. 150 plus 80 is $230. So we can see right now that company B would be a better choice so far. Let's check company C. Company C was a shorter algebraic expression. It was just $200 for the phone to begin with, the initial fee, and then $10 per line. Now remember, this family wants 4 phone lines, so $200 plus $10 per line, and they want 4. Now we have a numeric expression. Let's solve it out. 200 plus 10 times 4 is 40. 200 plus 40 is 240. So if we look down here, it says which cell phone company should John's family use and why. they should use company B. Because it's $10 cheaper per month. $10 cheaper per month for what their family needs. Now, it wouldn't work for everyone's family, but in this situation where they want 4 phone lines, 4 unlimited texting lines, and 2 internet lines, it's going to be the best choice for this family. Okay, so what you're going to do, we just took those expressions for each company, those algebraic expressions. We plugged them into a table for part A. Your job now is to do that same thing for part B and answer the question, and do that same thing for part C. So you can close your Chromebook at this point. Go ahead and work on part B and part C. It should look very similar to part A. And we'll check over those as a class when everybody's done in about 6, 7, maybe 10 minutes. And you should kind of have an ability to get started on those without my help, and then we'll ask questions to see where we're at.